Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Mike Cook Stuff. Today I'm here with Caitlin.
Hi.
And I've actually got a new recipe. I cooked it the first time the other night. It came out really well. I used hamburger that night, but tonight I'm actually going to use deer steaks. And I'm going to cut up the deer steaks. It's kind of basically Cajun gravy and rice recipe. I put a little bit of twist on it because I put some beans in it. So let's go ahead and get started and see how it comes out. First thing we're going to do is fire up our meat, and then once we fire our meat up, we'll pull it out and fry our vegetables. And while we're frying our vegetables up, we'll go ahead and cut our meat up. So first thing we want to do is we're going to season it with Tony's Creole seasoning. So if you want to grab one of the steaks and season it, and don't be afraid to season. I mean season it. You only do one side at a time right now. See, like this. Watch this.
Oh, okay.
Season.
Now I see how to do it.
Turn that on. And what I do is I season one side like that, put it in the pan, and then then once in this pan, then I can season it.
Yep,
that's good.
It this way? Yeah.
Flip it. There you go. Yep. You can get about well, that's we got 4, so you get 2 more in there. Okay. Yeah, we want to make this spicy. This is a Cajun dish, so we want to make it spicy. You want it spicy enough, you smack your mama. So, matter of fact, later when we do our vegetables, I've got some dried peppers that I ground up, and we'll be using those in there as well. So we're going to go ahead and cook these, and then when they're all done, we'll come back and we'll start grilling our vegetables. Alright, the steaks are all done and cooked. That's what they came out. So now we're going to go ahead and start cooking our vegetables. What we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and start cooking our vegetables. So Caitlin, if you will go ahead and grab the onions and start putting them in. Okay. Now we want to take a little bit of pepper. That should be good for the pepper. Alright, so now that we got our peppers in, what we're going to do is put a little bit of water, because all that brown stuff in the bottom from where you cook your meat, you want to get that flavor. That's a lot of flavor in that browning. You want to get that in your vegetables. So you put your water in and just kind of gently scrape the bottom of your pan to get all that off, because that's a lot of flavor in there. And as that steams off, it'll get into your vegetables and give a lot of flavor to your vegetables. So while we're waiting for them to cook, I'm going to show you how to do these. Basically, you just take one like that, okay? Take that apart of your knife. And crush it, and then smear. And then once I do that a couple times. Once I get them all mashed up, then I'll chop them up. So go ahead and mash them up and then chop them up.
Am I doing this right for now?
Well, that works, but it would be easier. Let me show you 2 ways. See how I'm holding it? And use this part.
Okay.
And then just go ahead and start chopping them up a little bit. Let's go to the center of my bowl. And see how I'm holding it. Alright, so now that you got your garlic cut up, you can go ahead and scrape that off into the with the scrape it off that. A little stir. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and finish cooking up the vegetables. While we're waiting, we're also going to cut up the meat. Then we'll come back and put it all back together, and then we'll start our rice. Okay, so our vegetables are good and done, so what we want to do now is go ahead and add our meat in. So if you want to go ahead and add our meat in. Alright, now all the water we put in to get all that flavor off the bottom is evaporated, so we need to put a little bit more water in, and then basically you're infusing the flavors from the vegetables back into the meat. So you want to put a little bit more water in. Mix it all up together. And then that's basically going to be our gravy. So we're going to go ahead and let this finish cooking, and when we come back, I'll show you what it looks like, and then we'll go ahead and get started on our rice. Alright, so our meat's all done, so what we're going to do now is go ahead and start our water and stuff for our rice. You want to take the measuring cups up there too? Right there.
Where?
The blue ones.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. And then you want to take the cup, and you want to get 4 cups of water.
Enough for sugar anymore.
How many was that?
That was 5. Okay,
that's fine. Alright, go ahead and dump your rice in there. Dump your rice in there. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and let our rice cook, and then when our rice gets done, we'll come back and it should be ready to plate it up. We'll plate it up and show you what it looks like. Alright, so we got our meat done, we got our rice done. So now I'm going to go ahead and plate it up and show you what it looks like, then we'll sit down and give it a taste. Alright, and there you go. That is your red beans and rice with Cajun gravy, and so now we're going to sit down at the table and give it a taste and see what it comes out like. So we got it all plated up, we're all done, and a little bit of salt on there. Oh, mix it up a little bit and just give her a taste. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You can't taste it at first, but as you start chewing, you can actually start
you
can feel
the kick
heat.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rice is good and done too.
Mhm. It's really well put together.
So overall, what do you think?
I love it. It tastes good.
Good.
I think all the flavors go together so well.
Good. Alright, there you have it. So, don't forget to subscribe, like if you like the video, and we're going to enjoy, and you guys have a great night.
See ya.